Hey guys, Patrick R with TFBTV. So I'm still here at Ritter Stark, and in front of me I've got the Ritter Stark SLX. So this is their short action bolt gun, and the cool thing about it is it takes AR-10 mags. So those are nice, easy to find, and what makes it nice is you got a 10-round mag that's now hanging out of the receiver, maybe about as much as a 5-round AI mag. So this is already been announced, and it's slated to come out and be in the distribution channels maybe by the end of the year. Now, they tell me that the MSRP is going to be somewhere in the $3,000 to $4,000 range, maybe somewhere around $3,000 to $3,500, provided everything works out in in the production process. Now, what makes this cool is yeah, it's a short action, but it is caliber convertible. So in order to do that, all you need is a hex wrench. You don't need a torque wrench even. So I'm gonna just kind of do it in front of you and make that happen. So pull the bolts. Then you've got a couple of hex screws that hold the handguard on, which is M-LOK, and I'm happy that they made it an M-LOK because M-LOK's better. You know, and I'll show you guys a close-up of what I'm doing here. All right, so those come out, and then the handguard comes right off. Now you're left with 3 screws, and these 3 screws hold the action and the barrel in place. So the barrel extension is actually milled into the barrel itself. It's kind of like a monolithic barrel, if you will. But actually, that's the term that they use. So those, just loosen them quickly, and they're only about 5 pound-feet. All right, so now that I've got them loosened, just take them out. The barrel and the scope all come out as one piece. So this is your registered receiver. This is the part that is actually a firearm. These things you should be able to buy on the internet, have delivered to your house. And I know they've got plans to do it in 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, and then there are other calibers that they're planning down the line. So the cool thing about it though is because the scope mount is attached to the barrel, it's a repeat 0. When you reassemble the rifle, put your 3 screws back in there, and you're good to go. All right, so now the rifle's back together, we'll take it back up to the shooting range. I actually shot this one yesterday, and we just took it apart for the first time. So we'll see if the 0 is roughly where it was yesterday.
That was a .38 inch group at 100 meters. Now for a 10-shot group.
for 10 rounds. So let's bring the target back, take a look at it. Looking through the scope, I'm going to be pretty impressed with this thing, I think. All right, guys, so that's about it for the test range here at Ritter Stark. I've got to say, the SX one is really, really cool, but this SLX takes things to a whole new level. And before we get out of here, head back to the hotel and catch a little bit of sleep, I'm going to kind of go over it really quickly. Essentially, it's a lot like the SX one in a lot of places, but you've got a short-action receiver here that takes AR-10 mags, and we just happen to have P mags here with us, but a 10-round PMag doesn't really add a whole lot of length to the gun, not like a 10-round AICS mag would. You get that cool M-lock rail, which makes me happy because it's not key mod. That's attached by 4 screws. When you pull that off, the barrel is exposed, and then there's 3 more screws right here, right underneath the leading edge of this scope mount, and once you pull those out, the whole barrel comes out of the gun. You can swap to a 6.5 Creedmoor, 260, 6mm Creedmoor, or even something insane like maybe a short Magnum. Hint, hint. So that's very, very cool. And interchangeable bolt heads, things like that nature. There's a lot of thought that went into this gun, and they executed it beautifully. But like I said, the SX one is really cool if you're looking for a gun that can do 308 and 338 and 300 Win Mag. But if you're looking for something that is maybe a little bit more compact, the new SLX probably is going to be the gun you're going to want to buy. And they're telling me that the price point is going to be pretty attractive, somewhere in the $3,000 to $4,000 range, probably midway in there. And we'll have to see what happens whenever they release the finalized pricing and they figure out tooling costs and whatever have you. But I think that even at $4,000, I'm a buyer. But anyhow, there's the SLX. Now, we also showed you the polymer gun as well, and that didn't shoot as well as we wanted it to, but it is a prototype, and they are working on some, fine-tuning some of the details. But I mean, still, that's a plastic receivered bolt action, and that's just cool all on its own. So anyhow, we want to thank everybody at Ritter Stark. Now, whenever they do come to market, if you're looking for one, head over to Proxibid and check them out. And as always, thanks to our sponsor, Ventura Munitions. We appreciate their support as well. We'll see you guys later. Bye.